Hello viewers, welcome back to Born IT System, and this is your host here, Born, and today we're going to be looking at JavaScript arrays lesson 2. You remember in the first lesson we learned about declaring arrays and doing array sum functions like using pop, concatenate, push to array, and today we're going to be looking at the application of arrays in JavaScript. And basically here we have JavaScript arrays lesson 2 application, and software programming is all about finding a solution and a solution to a problem or making tasks simple. So we have a scenario here whereby we have to find a way to home, or finding your way home. So the scenario goes by this: your friend has come over to your house. Now he or she wants to show you his or her house. The only problem is that you have never been to his or her house before, and later you will have to find your way back home on your own. And luckily, on your way to your friend's house, you have kept a list of all the landmarks or you see. And then on your way back, you will go through the list in reverse and check items of the end of the list. List every item you pass. I think this one should be item. You pass a landmark, so you know where to go next. Building the array with the push. So in this scenario here, we're gonna start with building the array. So you remember initializing an empty array, we have to use the square brackets, and then we're gonna use the push method on array, which is a built-in JavaScript array, to add the items to the array. So here we start with your house, where your friend came to visit, and then going to your friend, you might mark maybe we have a water hydrant, and then maybe there's a house that has got tall grass, which is tall grass house. Then we have a stop sign, and the next thing you can add to these landmarks, you can add we have push, then I may add a fire station. I had a list here on my book which I want to add to the landmarks. So I have landmarks.push, and maybe you have a park where you have children playing or people going to the park. The next one, lastly, may have now your friend's house. So just call it my friend's house. My friend's. You see there we have a JavaScript error there, which means we are using single quotes and double quotes, which will not work fine. So we're gonna have to change that to a double quotes. So that's the end is your friend house. Now when you are going back to your house, going back to your house, we need to put this list in a reverse order so that you can start at your friend's house, the park, fire station, stop sign, the tall grass house, water hydrant, and get back to your house. So what we do here, we gonna use array pop to go through the list. So we can start, we're gonna just console to the log can see. Then we're gonna start landmarks dot pop. So we are using a push to add the items to the array. We use pop to take them out in the reverse order. So if we do the last one, and let's run and see what happens here. Let me clear the console and run it again. You can see we are starting from your friend's house. Now the next one, we're gonna do the same thing. So what I'm gonna do, just copy this one and go how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna take the last one out. We do that. So let's add the last one, I think. There's that one. And then let's print and see here. Okay. So you're starting from my friend's house. She's down here. See the park, see the fire station. So this we are going back to our house. Then you have the stop sign, have the a tall grass house, you have the water hydrant, and then you have my house. And that's how you get your way back to your house. Alternatively, you could use JavaScript function called reverse and loop through the array. Of course, we're gonna learn loops later in other lessons we're gonna come to next, but here I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek what we can use for array for instead of having to type all this. So down here, using for each JavaScript method or function. So here I'm gonna take landmarks dot reverse. I'm gonna do the reverse method of JavaScript. Then once I reverse my array, I wanna do for each, and I wanna just output the landmark single item. Then console dot log Of course, we are assuming everything is in order the way it is. Then I will comment this one out. Oh, I'm gonna just leave it and say console log using push pop pop using I will give it some breathing space here. Reverse and for each. Then I'll print this one. to console.log. Something going on here. Landmark. Landmark.reverse. Landmarks.reverse. For each. There you go. I don't know why it didn't print the first time. So we have using pop and using reverse, and for each, the thing I have the repetition there. So let's clean the console and see what is going on here. Still we are not getting what we want here. And this before landmarks dot for each. So we're having using that. Let me try to comment out that. Let's see what's gonna happen here. I think there's something going on when you have them together, but finally we got here using reverse and for each. You can see the same thing there. You have my friend's house, park, fire station, stop sign, toll grass house, water hydrant, and my house. And that's all for today, viewers. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and see you in the next lesson. Thank you.